is it so busy?
They say if you find the perfect view, never try to beat it, and definitely never ignore your wife's intuition.
Exactly. We had no idea we were watching the second of just 3 nights of the biggest drone show in Singapore's history, and we had the perfect view from our hotel. But Louis thought we should get closer for the finale, and as you will see, it did not go to plan. But before tonight's excitement, let us show you why we fell in love with the city from the future, and what a ship we saw back home in Sydney had to do with why Marina Bay was a little bit more crowded than usual. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, we've had a great night's sleep, and we're going exploring. We're on the 17th floor.
And it's stunning.
And we actually can see the lion from here.
The Merlion, I think it's called.
The Merlion, yes. So this is what we have planned for today. We're going to walk to Marina Bay Sands, and then on to Gardens by the Bay, and home on the MRT.
This is where we're going.
Look at the staircase.
Incredible.
Everything's just so beautiful.
Why is Singapore so obsessed with Disney at the moment? From our hotel, it's a short walk through Marina Square Shopping Centre to Marina Bay.
Centre next door to our hotel. And wow, just look at this. It's just, I think it's all made of balloons. And there's our hotel, Park Royal Collection. And from our room, you can see the Merlion.
There's a coffee place, Bonnie.
We need our coffee.
Wow, there's the Merlion. Facing east for good fortune, its fountain pours prosperity across the nation. It seems to be working.
Once we've crossed the Jubilee Bridge, behind the Merlion, we discovered the amazing fresh fruit and juice kiosk. Ooh.
That's so nice.
Taste that one.
Taste that one. Oh my God, that is so nice.
We have a full day ahead. It's time to get going.
The Fullerton Hotel once stood on the original shoreline of Singapore. Everything you can see across the water, Marina Bay Sands, Gardens by the Bay, was once open ocean. It's so hot.
It's hot.
A testament to the vision of Lee Kuan Yew, the founding father who transformed Singapore into one of the wealthiest nations on earth. That never wanted a statue built in his honour, as he believed ideas mattered far more than monuments. Perhaps that says more about Singapore than any statue ever could. After all you have to do is just look over there. Tonight we've been told there's a Disney firework display and drone display, so we're going to come down here for 8:30. Although we didn't know it, we found ourselves back here in a few hours, and there's going to be a lot more people. This is a very upmarket shopping mall, which there seems to be a lot of in Singapore. I think basically Singapore is upmarket, rich. It's Dolce & Gabbana, Versace, Chanel, so something out of last night. Oh, here's the gondola.
We heard so much about this gondola.
And there's something wonderfully fitting about gondolas here. Venice is slowly sinking into the sea, while Singapore has literally risen from it.
The shopping mall is located right in front of the Marina Bay Sands Hotel.
It tells you how long you've got to cross.
12, 11, 10. We were so taken by the countdown on this pedestrian road crossing that we didn't notice there is an elevated pedestrian link between the mall and the hotel.
So the Marina Bay Sands has its own MRT station.
Before we head up to the observation deck on level 56 at Tower 3, we are going to have a look around the ground floor of this magnificent hotel and have a bite to eat as it's raining outside. Because Singapore sits just 1 degree from the equator, sudden tropical downpours are part of daily life, but they are very often short-lived and can be followed by sunshine surprisingly quickly.
We're heading up there. The rain looks like it's stopped now, Bonnie.
Yay!
Wow, what an amazing view. This is 200 meters up, Bonnie.
Gosh, look how far we've walked. And there's our hotel. Lewis, that looks like the perfect spot for watching the fireworks tonight. Why do we have to come back here? Gardens by the Bay just look so stunning from up here, and that's where we are headed next.
It's incredible that 50 years ago this was the sea.
Look at the amount of ships. And there's the new Disney cruise liner.
This is the guy who designed this. Pretty impressive. He also designed the Jewel at Changi Airport. Singapore just doesn't stop. They're building another luxury hotel tower right by Marina Bay Sands.
We're now off to Gardens by the Bay, and we'll use that elevated walkway that we missed coming here. From Tower 1 and 2, you can literally cut across, come up to level 6, cut across, and you're in the Gardens by the Bay. So you don't have to cross any of the busy roads. We're just doing it from inside this beautiful hotel. How awesome is that? Here we are, coming through to Gardens of the Bay. Woo!
Wow. Singapore is pretty amazing, I have to say. And there's the Marina Bay Sands Hotel behind us. It's pretty amazing, Bonnie, isn't it? It's
just good. Wow, 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 wow.
Oh my goodness, look at this.
Bay Sands
This is pretty awesome. This is like living in the future.
This is like living in somebody with a brain. It's so refreshing to see this. If you pan that way, you'll see it says the Supertree Grove.
It's just staggering. It's like being on some futuristic planet thousands of years in the future.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just surreal.
There are two ways to see the gardens from above. The first one is this elevated walkway that connects two Supertrees, and the other one is the Supertree Observatory, and we're headed there now. This is an awesome view from up here.
It is. Yeah, there's the walkway to the Doodah. Yeah, there's the walkway from the Marina Bay Sands. And these are the two domes we're going to go into, the flower dome and the waterfall dome, whatever it's called.
But first we're going to sit down because these little leggies need a rest.
Have a coffee.
If you're going to choose one, choose this one, because you actually look down onto the walkway, so you're above it. And you also have 2-in-1, because you get the observatory at the top. Unrestricted views of everything. It's fantastic. This is definitely the one to do.
Off to the Cloud Forest Flower Dome.
Inside the Cloud Forest Dome, Jurassic World has taken over with life-size animated dinosaurs hidden amongst the mist and waterfalls. This isn't a permanent exhibit, and Gardens by the Bay regularly changes its attractions. We felt so lucky to have seen this, as it was just incredible.
We're off to the Flower Dome and they've got a Japanese cherry blossom exhibit. That's the flower blossom, Bunny.
And hopefully we'll see it when we get to Japan on Friday.
Once again, Singapore is just...
Wow,
It's just wow, wow, more wow and more wow. Wow upon wow.
This just takes so much time because they multiply so much and they're going to be taken off. It's just beautiful.
And there's Japan down there.
We thought we'd have to wait until we got to Japan before we saw the cherry blossoms, but they have it here. It has got us so excited about going to Japan on Friday and seeing Misaki.
All day, Bonnie. We're going to find the MRT station and go back to the hotel and get ready. Yeah. But there's just so much to see in Singapore.
You need 3 days in just in the gardens, I think. You're going to do it justice. How lovely is this? We are taking the MRT back to our hotel for a quick change and then we'll be back out again. We are both so exhausted, but I can't convince Lewis to stay at the hotel to watch the fireworks as he's so excited.
Oh, the wedding there, so you can see the bride and groom.
Oh, look at her dress.
She's going to make a big entrance.
He's convinced we'll get a much better view back at Marina Bay Sands, but I have my doubts.
To Marina Bay, downtown. I didn't expect the train to be this busy. When we arrived at Marina Bay, strict crowd control was in full effect. Thousands of people were being carefully managed by marshals through the shopping mall and were being guided to the next available viewing points as the best spots were long taken. But it was all incredibly efficient, well organised and good-humoured. But why are there so many people here? What we hadn't realised is that this wasn't the usual weekend fireworks show. And part of the answer has an indirect link to Australia.
Every year, Sydney holds a beautiful open-air cinema right on the harbour, and we go every year. When we went in February 2025, we were lucky enough to watch the Disney Wonder sail right past us. We made a video of that night. Here's a link on the screen now. We had no idea we were watching the beginning of the end of Disney having a home port in Australia, because Singapore is now where they want to be. A brand new Disney ship, the Disney Adventure, is now based in Singapore, which we saw today. And to mark the occasion, a Disney-themed fireworks and drone show, the longest ever held in Singapore, 3 nights only, advertised everywhere. The entire city knew about it. Except us.
It was still a great atmosphere though, and we saw the spectral light and water fountain show. But it wasn't the best place to see fireworks, as we had buildings in front and palm trees above us, which did restrict our view. To make matters worse, my camera stopped working. With hindsight, we should have stayed down here, or probably the better option, and as Bonnie said all along, just stayed at the hotel. We walked back to the hotel via the spiral bridge. It was still a great day, and fortunately Bonnie saw the funny side. Then, just to rub salt into the wound, we discovered our hotel had actually been chosen as one of only 7 official Disney event hubs, and the Skyline Bar had been hosting its own exclusive viewing event that very night.
We finished the evening back at the Skyline Bar with a drink overlooking Marina Bay, quietly wishing we'd never left. Sometimes where you are already is perfect. We have more of this beautiful city to explore, and we can promise you everything goes to plan from now on. Please subscribe to be notified of our videos of Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, and the incredible Japanese Formula One. Thank you for watching Lewis and Bonnie's Australia and Away.